Credit Union's debt consolidation loan. You can combine multiple debts into one convenient monthly payment, making it easier to manage your finances and reduce stress. Borrow up to $150,000 with repayment periods of up to 7 years, giving you the flexibility to take control of your financial future. One loan, one payment, less stress. Because financial peace of mind should be simple. Visit Cathedral Credit Union today. Call 868-235-6947 or visit cathedralcutt.com. Cathedral Credit Union. Member owned, member focused.
Tobago-born cricketer wins Man of the Match award in CPL. Hoteliers concerned about October drought forecast. And CAFA and CAO signed MOU to address increase in cancers in the region. Good evening, Tobago. I'm Natalie Singh. Thank you for joining us here on Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. To our top story now, Tobago-born cricketer and hometown hero Joshua James from Wim Village, who plays for the Antigua-Barbuda Falcons, won Player of the Match award for his outstanding fast bowling against the Barbados Tridents. The Falcons scored 155 for 6 in their 20 overs at the Sir Vivian Richards grounds in Antigua on August 25th and routed the Tridents for 125 runs in 18 overs. James, a pace bowler, took 3 wickets in 3 overs for 18 runs. The 30-run victory by the Falcons ended the Tridents' unbeaten streak and placed the Falcons atop the CPL with 8 points after 7 games, with 4 wins and 3 losses. Staying on cricket news, Tobago Knight Riders will play against the St. Lucia Kings this evening at the Queen's Park Oval. Game time is 7 p.m. and the defending champions TKR are in 5th place, one off the bottom of the standings after 3 games and 2 losses at the hands of the Jamaican Kings and Antigua-Barbuda Falcons. Guyana Amazon Warriors are in 2nd place, 6 points from 3 games. St. Lucia Kings are in 3rd place with 6 points from 6 games. Jamaican Kingsmen are in 4th place with 4 points after 6 games. Barbados Tridents are in 5th place with 4 points after 3 games. Tobago Knight Riders 2 points after 3 games, and St. Kitts Nevis Patriots 2 points after 4 games. Fraud squad officers are worried about the increase in the dollar value of fraudulent transactions. Senior Superintendent Michael Jackman listed the statistics. More in this report. Police disclose figures for varying types of fraudulent transactions and are warning the public about scammers and scamming incidents. Senior Superintendent Michael Jackman says while reports of fraud have reduced this year compared to the same time last year, the dollar value has increased, and this, he says, is concerning.
In 2025, the total number of recorded fraud reports for the period January to July was 819. While for the same period in the current year, the figure decreased to 551. This represents 268 fewer reports, or a 32.7% reduction. However, the dollar value of these reports rose significantly from $51.15 million in 2025 to $167.37 million in 2026, representing an increase of financial loss of 227.2%.
Jackman also disclosed what entity would have caused the increase to occur.
High-value reports shaped by fraud involving government and general fraud drove the increase. Technology-enabled fraud remains concerning in terms of account compromise, online transfers, phishing, and smishing, all of which are treated as one particular type of trend. Check offenses such as fraudulent and dishonored checks are reported separately. So we would like to ask members of the public to be very cautious in terms of how they manage their financial engagements. And if in doubt, communicate with either the fraud squad, the police station closest to you.
The red flag for members of the public to look at: unexpected text or a prompt to click on a link, or the link is asking you to verify or update your account information. An unexpected OTP or a one-time password prompt requesting that you alter your account. Now, how do members of the public protect themselves from these attacks? First of all, you don't click on any link. If you have any issue or doubt about your account, you contact your institution the traditional way. Call and ask some information.
According to police, to minimize loss, the consumers should do their due diligence with regards to property, vehicles, and anything that a person is about to undertake as a contract with. He tells the public if their suspicions do run high, they should contact the fraud squad. Nadaline Singh for Channel 5 News. Meanwhile, police are also reporting a decrease in fraud-related loan applications. Inspector Marvin Francis says the dollar value of the fraud-related loan applications decreased from $2.2 million in the first 6 months of 2025 to $2 million in 2026.
During the period January to July 2025, there were 11 reports involving a figure of approximately $2.24 million. During a similar period for 2026, there were 27 reports with a dollar value of approximately $2 million, all from lending institutions.
Inspector Francis says in order to catch the perpetrators of fraud, the public's assistance is needed.
I would say on a percentile basis, about 25%. Because we have had persons where we charge owners of travel agencies, and not too long after the charges, we got additional reports. So on the lower end, about 25%.
Superintendent Arnold Lutchman says there are repeat offenders.
There have been instances where the checks appeared very convincing when you look at the features of the check. And that's one thing about forgery. It is created to appear to be real. However, we are still working in relation to discover which who are the persons are creating these fraudulent checks. We rely on information from the members of the public, and we work in tandem with other agencies within the TTPS and even outside of the TTPS in relation to verifying or locating these persons who are creating these checks. So it is still ongoing.
Both men were speaking at the police media briefing earlier today. This is news on Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. We will be back after these.
For 10 years, Pulse 89.5 FM has been the beat that moves Tobago. From the latest hits to the voices of the community, we bring the island's rhythm to life. Every day, every hour. Stay locked to Pulse 89.5 FM, the beat of Tobago. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and stream us worldwide on the TuneIn app.
Escape to elegance at Le Chateau Suites Tobago. Gated privacy, breathtaking villas, unforgettable memories, where Caribbean dreams become reality.
Welcome to the speed round of getting money right. Let's begin. Name some of the red flags associated with an investment scam.
Pressure tactics to invest.
Correct.
Promise of money if you bring friends.
Correct.
Request for personal information.
Correct. Bonus question. What is the penalty for operating a pyramid or Ponzi scheme?
$10 million and 10 years in prison.
Correct. Well done. The scores are even, so we go to our tiebreaker question. You receive money in your account from an investment company, and they tell you to transfer it to a third account. Does that sound right?
I think about it, and that's not right.
Congratulations, you tinker! Getting Money Right is brought to you by the TTSEC. Visit investigateTT.com to access free learning resources and check the TTSEC for a list of registered individuals and securities. The Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. To invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Rand Credit Union.
You can make your goals unfold, go get it. You can live your dream, join the team, let's do this. You can get the help you need to succeed with Rand Credit Union. You can believe that you can achieve it. Today you can live that dream. Pull up to the job and some brand new wheels. Rand Credit Union. Yes you can, yes you can.
Come in and live your best life today with Rand Credit Union.
Welcome back to news here on Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. President of the Tobago Hotel and Tourism Association, Reginald McLean, says whether a drought occurs in October, there was always a problem of a low supply of water.
Anyway, we had that meeting recently, and all of these things were discussed, and what was further discussed was that even without this bad upcoming drought that we expect, that we were having serious problems before. Actually, that meeting was on the 28th of July. We were given assurances that WASA was putting things in place for Tobago, bringing more trucks on board and trying to get all that going. But again, these things would probably not give the effect that Tobago needs to tourism, because some of it will not come as quickly as you would like it to come. So Tobago needs a lot of work for water. We had Blue Waters in and now contemplating putting in a second desal plant.
Notwithstanding the challenges, he's hopeful that the situation can improve.
However, I would prefer to spend my money doing other things for the hotel than having to worry about water. But without water, as you know, that's one of the main things that people need. You can do without food to a certain degree and without power and all that, but water you can't. So it's not going to be good. How bad it's going to be, everybody's forecasting how bad it is. We don't know until it actually happens, but everybody is being forewarned to put things in place to ensure that the negativity would be as limited as possible.
On August 18th, the Met Services issued a drought warning for Tobago for October. Meanwhile, the Hotel Association is adopting a wait-and-see approach to the opening of the East Terminal of the A&R Robinson Airport.
You know, we've given up all hope on the opening of the terminal. We've given up all hope at this point on getting a flight out of Canada. When the powers that be decide what they want to do and make something happen for tourism, we'll all be glad for it. Because right now the powers that be don't want to seem to listen to the private sector, who are the ones driving the economy of Tobago. You know, so we wait, we see what happens, and we hope for the best.
Last month, Chief Secretary Fali Augustine said the terminal is expected to open soon, but he did not give an exact date. Director of the Frontier Divers Tobago Limited, Alvin Douglas, says there is need for proper infrastructure to be in place for boats owned by tour operators. He fears if the infrastructure is not in place, boat owners may cut corners. Douglas's comments come on the heels of tour operator Michael Frank's boat partially submerged in the water at the Bonaccord Lagoon. Douglas was present and helped Frank.
If you don't have any management, then people will have shortcuts. People will want to do shortcuts to make sure and cut costs and all these things. It is very expensive to have a business in the marine sector, in the marine industry. Very expensive. Just the insurance alone is expensive. But at the same time, you're dealing with people's lives out there. So, to me, it's less up to the administration to make sure that the infrastructure is there so that the standard is maintained and the safety is maintained. And it's also left up to them to make sure that the people who have these businesses in the marine sector are policed so that measures are put in place to avoid these things from happening in the future.
Douglas also says tourism and the tour operator business are linked.
They have not found a way to marry that with the tourism product to see how they are affected. Both of them affect each other. So from the time the marine sector is affected, tourism is affected. From the time tourism is affected, the marine sector is affected. They're married. They're joined to the hip. And to me, the divisions are not talking to each other to make sure that, things take place so that.
He also called for a management team to be in place to focus specifically on their management of the marine areas.
Because of the uniqueness of Tobago, they have to have a marine management team, especially that is based in the tourism sector. It can't be a one-off. It can't be when you have an incident, you do a committee and then after 3 months the committee disappears. Okay? It has to be a consistency. Because let me tell you something, if we get that tourism, the marine tourism right.
The Marine Park Bill 2026 was passed by the Tobago House of Assembly on April 23, 2026. The legislation was passed after the fatal jet ski incident on April 8, 2026 at the Pigeon Point Park. Enshrined in the legislation are the operating hours of the park, noise limits, user fees, and zoning and penalties. Caribbean Airlines is discontinuing its direct return service between Trinidad, Tobago, as well as Barbados from September 2nd. The airline announced on August 25th that flights BW212 and BW213 will no longer operate as direct routes. CAL states that this adjustment is necessary to maintain reliable regional connectivity while balancing aircraft utilization and operational considerations. Passengers traveling after September 2nd between Trinidad, Tobago, and Barbados are encouraged to check their flight options as the airline transitions its scheduled services. This move, according to the airline, forms part of a broader review to optimize its regional flight network and align with passenger demand. CAL confirmed that passengers will have connectivity between the islands through its other scheduled services. Travelers holding bookings for the affected services will be automatically reaccommodated on alternative flights operating on the same day. The airline plans to contact affected customers directly to communicate their revised itineraries. CAL is urging all passengers to ensure their contact details are current to receive the updates. This is news on Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. We will be back after these.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Cathedral Credit Union is celebrating big. Get up to $81,000 at just 0.8% interest with our anniversary loan. And because Christmas is in the air, we're spreading cheer with up to $60,000 at only 1%. Visit cathedralcutt.com or call
Welcome back to news here on Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. The Caribbean Public Health Agency and the Caribbean Association for Oncology and Hematology have formalized a 5-year partnership to combat the Caribbean region's escalating cancer crisis. The details of the partnership are outlined in a Memorandum of Understanding. Maxwell Taylor has more.
The Caribbean Public Health Agency says the Caribbean region currently experiences some of the highest cancer and mortality rates in the Americas. The Global Cancer Observatory projects that annual new cancer cases in the Caribbean will increase by approximately 55%, from 123,000 in 2024 to 192,000 by 2050. Executive Director of CAFA, Dr. Lisa Indar, says regional collaboration has always been one of the Caribbean's greatest strengths, and the partnership provides an important opportunity to bring together technical expertise, regional data, public health action to strengthen prevention, early detection, cancer control, and success to quality assured medicines. According to CAFA, the partnership will draw on technical leadership from the CAFA internal departments, including the Caribbean Regulatory System and the Medicines Quality Control and Surveillance Department. To address this growing burden of increased cancer and mortality statistics, the Memorandum of Understanding, which was established, outlines a framework for the joint action in several critical areas, including cancer surveillance, workforce development, nutrition, and public awareness. The agreement also focuses heavily on improving regional systems for medicines quality assurance, pharmaceutical vigilance, and post-market surveillance of oncology medicines. Executive Officer of CAO, Dr. Marissa Nimrod says, through this partnership with CAFA, its members will benefit from joint programs, regional training, research collaboration, professional networking, and opportunities to contribute to the strengthening cancer surveillance and advancing Caribbean cancer policy and program development. According to CAO, this alliance builds long-standing efforts to improve regional health data dating back to 2015, when the Caribbean Public Health established the Caribbean Cancer Registry Hub to build capacity for population-based cancer registration. Maxwell Taylor, Channel 5 News.
Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs Philip Watts met with the Division of Youth and Empowerment and Sport to discuss the Reimagine Retiree Adolescent Partnership Program as well as the Mentorship Scheme and Groundsmanship Program. The tour included site visits to 3 recreation grounds to assess proposed upgrades. More in this report.
The Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs has initiated discussions with the Division of Youth Empowerment and Sport to advance youth and athletic development across Tobago. Secretary of Youth Empowerment and Sports, Kagan Denoon, welcomed Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, Philip Watts, and his delegation on the 20th of August, 2026. The engagement included the Technical Director of Sport, Sean Aberdeen, and other key departmental managers and the Members of Parliament for Tobago West and East. Discussions focused on the proposed introduction of the Reimagine Retiree Adolescent Partnership Program, RAP, as well as the principles of groundmanship initiative in Tobago. These projects intend to develop new avenues for technical training and mentorship. To assess the practical application of these initiatives, the joint delegation conducted site visits to the Mount Pleasant, Canaan, Bonaccord, and Corland recreation grounds. Officials examined ongoing works and evaluated opportunities for further structural development at each location. The integration of the Reimagine Retiree Adolescent Partnership Program is designed to pair youth between the ages of 10 and 17 with retired professionals for academic, cultural, and athletic mentorship. Furthermore, the proposed upgrades to the recreation grounds build upon previous infrastructure investments in the region. The Corland Recreational Ground previously benefited from a $4.1 million LED lighting installation commissioned in late 2021 to meet professional standards for night cricket. Ultimately, this renewed partnership underscores a continuing commitment between the ministry and the division to secure robust sporting infrastructure and youth empowerment opportunities throughout Tobago. Maxwell Taylor, Channel 5 News.
The U.S. government is preparing to execute what it says is the largest mass revocation of non-immigrant visas in American history. The revocation process, according to the website of the U.S. State Department, is the exercise will target up to 200,000 foreign nationals who have applied for asylum. Officials confirmed that the State Department, in coordination with the Department of Homeland Security, plans to cancel B1 and B2 business and tourist visas issued between 2016 and 2026 to individuals who subsequently lodged asylum claims. U.S. State Department spokesman Tommy Pigott says coordinating with DHS to identify and revoke the non-immigrant visas of foreigners who have come to the United States claiming to be short-term visitors but then file for asylum to stay here permanently will be an ongoing program. B1 visas are generally issued for business travelers, while B2 visas are typically given to tourists or foreigners visiting for family or traveling to receive medical care in the U.S. Authorities clarified that the cancellations will not trigger immediate deportations, but affected individuals will lose their lawful visitor status while their asylum cases remain pending. The measure follows increased scrutiny of entry permits, with Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Lando expressing strong criticism of those using tourist routes to seek permanent stay. This is a look at the weather now. For tonight, fair to partly cloudy but slightly hazy with an isolated shower amidst a passing tropical wave. Mild Saharan dust is present and sensitive persons are advised to take the necessary precautions. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, slightly hazy and at times breezy, with occasionally early morning showers and a low 30% chance of an isolated thunderstorm with gusty winds possible. Mild Saharan dust continues. Seas are slight to moderate, winds are east-southeast to south-southeast, 5 to 30 kilometers per hour. Waves in open waters 1 to 2 meters, in sheltered areas near 1 meter. High tides at 2:50 a.m. and 3:27 p.m. Low tides at 9:21 a.m. and 9:09 p.m. Sunrise at 5:53 a.m. Sunset at 6:15 p.m. Tomorrow's temperature should reach a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius and fall to 26 degrees Celsius. Before we go, let's recap the headlines now. Tobago-born cricketer Joshua James wins Man of the Match award in CPL. Hoteliers concerned about October drought forecast, and CAFA and CAO signed MOU to address increase in cancers in the region. That does it for tonight on Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. Have a good night and stay safe.